Hello, shippers. I'm awkward as hell. I'm Adrienne. I'm gonna be reading you a nice little story today for our first YouTube video, which I believe we should upload on Halloween if Taylor agrees with that. Don't know. Not looking at her face anymore. On my phone. Awkward as hell. Help me. She can see this. She can see me being awkward. And she's being silent and typing something. I don't know what she's dancing now. Taylor, stop dancing. Help me. Okay, we're gonna read a creepypasta today because it's almost Halloween. Panic at the Disco. Duh, and credit the author. I will, Taylor. Just eat your corn. I'm so much meaner when filming a video than when we're actually talking. I'm sorry. Okay, let's get on with the creepypasta. I'm not gonna be looking at your other message, Taylor. I'm sorry. Just stop now. Okay, that wasn't towards you, that was for Taylor. The creepypasta we will be reading today, I found on creepypasta.com, like a while ago, a few minutes, I don't know. And I clicked take me to a random pasta, and it took me to Bones by, I don't know the author, hold on. Credit to Little Cuz and I. Nice name. Let's get to reading. It's very short. Literally me talking is going to be longer than me reading. I'm sorry for that. I'm awkward. And probably getting sick. Bones by someone on Creepypasta. How I loved camping as a kid. I loved running around through the forests. I loved airsoft wars with my brother and cousins. I loved quadding, but most of all, I loved finding one special rock to take home from each trip. When I was about 14, there was a family-wide camping trip that my parents, my brother, and I were attending. All of my cousins, aunts, and uncles would be there. It was a 2-hour drive to our little camping area. It mainly consisted of a dirt patty, a little field that barely fit all of our tents and trailers, and a forest. We were the last ones there, and as I got out of the car, my 12-year-old cousin, Madeline, greeted me. Maddie and I were very close as kids. I noticed there was a certain light in her eyes that I didn't always see there. She was also grasping something in her hand. "Look, look!" Maddie shouted in my face. "Auntie Dana and I just went for a walk and we found all these cool deer bones." She held the bone up to my face. "Come on, I'll show you where they are," she yelled. Sorry. What an interesting thought. Instead of a special rock, I'd bring home a bone. I paced along after her down the dirt road. About 30 minutes of walking down the narrow dirt road, I began to think we were getting lost, but Maddie insisted she knew where they were. I was getting hungry as it was nearing supper time and I hadn't eaten since a couple hours before I left. I was thirsty. So thirsty. Here, Maddie announced. There they were. Bones were scattered everywhere. I snapped a few pictures with my camera. I picked up about 5 that I wanted to take home. Maddie herself had already picked out 2 that were back in the tent, and we were going to share for the weekend. My stomach rumbled, so without saying another word, I grabbed Maddie's arm and began stumbling back to our tiny campsite. That night left me feeling a little creeped out. Maddie was asleep beside me. I felt so vulnerable in a tent with my little cousin. I was scared that a pack of coyotes or a bear would show up and rip us to shreds while everyone else slept in their warm trailers. Suddenly there was a scratching noise coming from outside the tent, and the zipper unzipped from the outside. Maddie awoke with a jolt. A woman, obviously missing some body parts, crawled into the tent. "Please," she whispered. "I need my bones back." The end. Cool beans, man. Let's see what Taylor has to say about that. Taylor, what do you have to say about that? Unmute yourself.
I did.
Say
It's a
hi.
good story.
Taylor, say hi.
Hi.
Do you want to be on the camera?
No.
Okay. I'll just hold you next to my tablet, which I am filming this on then. What do you have to say about the story?
It's a good story. Quite honestly, I think I might have nightmares.
I don't have that problem ever.
I watched a horror film last night, so
I do that every night.
I don't.
I live in a horror film. It's called School.
No, I only go to school for like 2 hours.
'Cause you do school online. I have to actually wake up at 6 in the morning and be in school by 8 o'clock.
Fun.
And then I don't
Kinda
leave
wish I
until
went back to
2:30. And I want to cry every day.
Child.
Let's go now, because this video is getting long and awkward. And I want to eat dinner, which will, I don't know. So,
Okay.
bye. Hit like if you liked this. Subscribe. You better subscribe, because you'll be missing out on all the stories and bullshit we're gonna be reading and doing on this channel. Share this.
To read your story, just comment below.
Share this with all your friends. My only friend is Taylor, so she's here. I don't need to share it with anyone. Bye, shippers. Let's go before this gets too awkward.